What if I told you that a simple white powder sitting quietly in your kitchen could unlock some surprising health transformations? Something you've probably seen 1,000 times, but never realized its real power. Today, we're diving deep into what actually happens inside your body when you drink baking soda water, and trust me, the 12 benefits we'll uncover are far more impressive than you might expect. But here's the thing, it's not just about the benefits. Used the wrong way, baking soda water can backfire. So, is it truly safe? How much is too much? Stick with me to the very end, because I'll also show you exactly how to prepare it the right way, safely, effectively, and smartly. Ready? Let's get started on this journey to better health, one glass at a time. Number 1, helps relieve gout symptoms. Gout is one of those conditions that can strike without much warning, and when it does, the pain can be absolutely brutal. It usually happens because uric acid, a natural waste product in the blood, builds up to the point where it forms sharp crystals inside your joints. These tiny crystals cause sudden swelling, redness, and intense pain, often in places like your big toe, ankle, or knee. But here's where baking soda water comes into play. Because baking soda is naturally alkaline, drinking it can help raise the pH level of your blood and urine, making uric acid much more soluble. When uric acid stays dissolved, it's far less likely to crystallize and trigger those painful flare-ups. In fact, a 2024 study published in the British Journal of Hospital Medicine found that patients who combined baking soda with their regular gout treatments saw a significant drop in uric acid levels compared to those who didn't. They also experienced fewer painful deposits in their joints. It's a fascinating example of how adjusting your body's internal environment, even slightly, can have real effects on managing chronic conditions like gout. That said, it's important to be cautious. Baking soda contains sodium, which can be risky for people with high blood pressure, kidney disease, or heart problems. Before trying baking soda water as part of your gout management routine, it's crucial to have a conversation with your healthcare provider. They can help you figure out if it's safe for you and guide you on the right amount to use. Used wisely, this simple kitchen remedy could be a helpful ally in easing the painful grip of gout and improving your overall joint comfort. Number 2, helps maintain overall body pH balance. Our bodies are designed to maintain a delicate balance between acidity and alkalinity, and even small shifts in pH can affect how well everything functions, from our metabolism to our immune system. When the body becomes too acidic, often due to poor diet, stress, or lack of exercise, it can put tremendous strain on our cells, enzymes, and overall energy levels. Over time, this imbalance may contribute to inflammation, fatigue, and a host of chronic health problems. This is where baking soda water can offer support. Because baking soda is naturally alkaline, drinking it can help neutralize excess acids, creating a more balanced internal environment. This isn't just theory. A 2024 study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that people who consumed bicarbonate-rich mineral water daily showed significant improvements in urinary pH and a healthier acid-base balance. By gently shifting the body toward a more alkaline state, baking soda may help your cells, tissues, and organs function more efficiently, allowing you to feel more energized and resilient. However, it's important to remember that baking soda water isn't a substitute for a healthy lifestyle. Maintaining a balanced pH long-term depends largely on eating plenty of fresh vegetables, fruits, and minimizing highly processed, acidic foods. Baking soda water can be a helpful occasional tool, like a quick reset after a heavy meal or during stressful times, but it should always be paired with good nutrition and mindful living. As always, moderation is key. Used wisely, this simple remedy can be a powerful way to support your body's natural balance and keep you feeling your best as you age gracefully and energetically. Number 3, reduces muscle soreness. If you've ever pushed yourself through a tough workout, you're probably familiar with that deep, aching soreness that creeps in a day or two later. This delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, is often caused by tiny muscle fiber damage and the buildup of acids, like lactic acid, during intense physical activity. It's a natural part of getting stronger, but it can be uncomfortable enough to slow you down, or even make you skip your next workout. Here's where baking soda water might offer a simple, science-backed solution. Because baking soda is alkaline, it acts as a buffer against the acids that accumulate in your muscles after exercise. By helping to neutralize these acids, baking soda can ease inflammation, reduce muscle pain, and support faster recovery. In fact, a study published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that individuals who supplemented with baking soda before or after exercise experienced noticeably less muscle soreness and recovered more quickly compared to those who didn't. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions can have the biggest impact on how we feel and perform. However, it's important to use baking soda wisely. Taking too much at once can lead to stomach upset, bloating, or even more serious side effects if used excessively. Always start with a small amount, about 1/2 teaspoon mixed into a glass of water, and see how your body responds. And if you have underlying health conditions or take medications, be sure to consult your doctor before adding baking soda to your recovery routine. When used appropriately, baking soda water can be a natural, inexpensive tool to help you bounce back quicker, stay active, and keep making progress toward your fitness goals. Number 4, acts as a natural antacid. We've all been there, that uncomfortable, heavy feeling after a big meal, the bloating, the gassy discomfort, and sometimes even that sharp burn in the chest. Indigestion and bloating are incredibly common, especially as we get older. Often, these issues are triggered by an excess of stomach acid irritating the lining of the stomach or esophagus. Fortunately, baking soda water offers a quick, natural way to find relief. Because baking soda is highly alkaline, it can neutralize stomach acid almost instantly. When you mix just 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of water and drink it, it can quickly balance out the excess acid, easing that bloated, uncomfortable feeling and allowing your digestion to settle. This isn't just old-fashioned advice either. Research published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology highlights how sodium bicarbonate acts as a fast-acting antacid, providing quick and effective relief for occasional digestive upset. It's a simple, inexpensive remedy that many people overlook in favor of over-the-counter medications. However, it's important to use baking soda water with caution. It's meant for occasional use only, not a daily fix. Chronic indigestion, persistent heartburn, or ongoing bloating could be signs of a more serious underlying condition that needs medical evaluation. Relying on baking soda too often without addressing the root cause could mask important symptoms. So if your stomach troubles happen frequently, it's best to speak with your healthcare provider. Used wisely, baking soda water can be a wonderful natural ally to help you enjoy meals again without the uncomfortable after effects. It's quick, effective, and best of all, it's probably already sitting in your kitchen right now. Number 5, potential to support cancer therapy. When it comes to serious illnesses like cancer, every supportive measure that can make a difference is worth exploring, especially when it's something as simple and accessible as baking soda. Scientists have long known that many tumors thrive in highly acidic environments. This acidity not only fuels cancer cell growth but also makes treatments like chemotherapy less effective. That's where baking soda's natural alkalinity becomes intriguing. Preclinical animal studies suggest that by raising the pH around tumors, making the environment less acidic, baking soda may help slow down tumor progression and even improve the effectiveness of standard cancer therapies. It's a fascinating area of research that shows how changing something as basic as pH could potentially shift the course of a disease. However, it's crucial to be clear, baking soda is not a standalone cure for cancer. These promising findings are still mostly based on animal studies, and much more research is needed before we can fully understand how it applies to humans. Anyone dealing with cancer should always rely on proven medical treatments and view baking soda, if used at all, only as a complementary approach under strict medical supervision. It's never safe to replace conventional cancer therapies with home remedies. That said, the idea that a simple, natural substance could play even a small supportive role is inspiring. It reminds us that sometimes nature has powerful tools, but they need to be used wisely and responsibly. If you're interested in this approach, always discuss it openly with your oncologist before making any changes to your care plan. With the right guidance, even small supportive strategies can be part of a larger battle for better health. Number 6. Soothes mouth and throat irritations. Dealing with a sore throat, a stubborn canker sore, or an irritated mouth can make everyday activities, like eating, drinking, or even talking, uncomfortable and frustrating. Fortunately, baking soda offers a simple, natural way to bring soothing relief. Thanks to its natural alkalinity and mild antiseptic properties, baking soda can help neutralize the acids that irritate sensitive mouth tissues and reduce the growth of harmful bacteria. When you dissolve a small amount of baking soda into warm water and use it as a gentle rinse, it creates a less hostile environment for bacteria while calming inflammation. In fact, studies have shown that people who regularly used a baking soda mouth rinse experienced faster healing of oral sores compared to those who used just plain water. It's an easy, affordable solution that many people overlook, yet it can make a noticeable difference in comfort and recovery time. However, it's important to be careful with how you use it. Always prepare a mild solution, typically about a half teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water, and avoid over-rinsing, as too much baking soda can cause dryness or irritation. You don't need a strong mixture to see benefits. In this case, gentle and consistent use is more effective. If you're dealing with recurring mouth sores or frequent throat irritation, it's a good idea to speak with your healthcare provider to rule out any underlying issues. But for occasional discomforts, a simple baking soda rinse can offer a safe, natural, and science-backed way to support faster healing and greater comfort. It's another easy remedy that proves some of the best solutions are already sitting right inside your kitchen. Number 7. Soothes skin irritations. If you've ever struggled with itchy, inflamed skin from eczema, rashes, or even a bad sunburn, you know how uncomfortable, and sometimes unbearable, it can feel. Fortunately, baking soda offers a simple and natural way to calm irritated skin without harsh chemicals. Thanks to its natural alkalinity, baking soda helps neutralize acids on the skin's surface, reduce inflammation, and provide soothing relief from itching and irritation. One of the most effective ways to use it is through a baking soda bath. To prepare it, simply add 1 to 2 cups of baking soda to a tub filled with lukewarm water, and soak for about 15 to 20 minutes. The gentle alkaline solution can help soften rough patches, ease redness, and restore comfort to the skin. Many people find that a baking soda soak offers fast, noticeable relief after just one session. However, it's important to use this remedy carefully. If you have broken skin, open wounds, or highly sensitive skin conditions, you should always check with your doctor before trying a baking soda bath. In some cases, using baking soda on damaged or very sensitive skin could cause dryness or irritation instead of relief. Also, avoid using water that's too hot, as it can strip away natural oils and worsen irritation. For mild flare-ups, insect bites, or after-sun care, a baking soda bath can be a wonderfully soothing and inexpensive addition to your home remedies. It's a perfect example of how something so simple, found right in your kitchen, can offer gentle support to help your skin heal, feel better, and get back to its natural healthy glow. Number 8. Rapid relief from heartburn and acid reflux. We've all experienced it at some point, that uncomfortable burning sensation rising from the chest after a big meal, or that sour taste creeping up into the throat when you lie down too soon. Heartburn and acid reflux are incredibly common, especially as we get older, and they can really take the enjoyment out of eating. The good news? Relief could be as simple as reaching into your kitchen cabinet. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is naturally alkaline, meaning it can neutralize stomach acid almost instantly. When you mix a small amount into a glass of water and drink it, the baking soda reacts with the excess hydrochloric acid in your stomach, helping to quickly ease that burning discomfort. In fact, a 2022 study published in BMJ Open Gastroenterology confirmed that bicarbonate-rich solutions can significantly relieve symptoms of heartburn, offering a fast, science-backed solution. It's an easy, inexpensive remedy that can save you from a lot of unnecessary discomfort. However, while baking soda water can be very effective for occasional heartburn, it's important not to rely on it too often. Frequent use can disrupt your body's electrolyte balance, leading to other health problems over time. If you find yourself reaching for baking soda water regularly, it could be a sign of a deeper issue, like chronic acid reflux, GERD, which needs professional medical attention. Used wisely and sparingly, though, baking soda water is a powerful natural tool for fast, occasional relief, letting you enjoy your meals again without the painful aftermath. Just remember, a little goes a long way when it comes to protecting your stomach and your long-term health. Number 9, supports kidney function. When your kidneys aren't functioning at their best, one of the hidden dangers that can develop is something called metabolic acidosis, a condition where acid starts building up in the body because the kidneys can't filter it out properly. Over time, this excess acid can speed up kidney damage, making everything worse. That's where baking soda comes into the picture. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, acts as a natural buffer, helping to neutralize some of the harmful acid circulating in your blood. By restoring a healthier acid-base balance, baking soda may reduce the stress on your kidneys and slow down further decline. In fact, a comprehensive 2021 meta-analysis published in Frontiers in Pharmacology found that people with chronic kidney disease, CKD, who supplemented with sodium bicarbonate had slower kidney function decline and better overall acid balance compared to those who didn't. It's a promising, low-cost strategy that could offer meaningful support, but it's not something to take lightly. Because baking soda contains sodium, overuse can lead to high blood pressure, fluid retention, or even worsen kidney issues if not carefully monitored. That's why it's absolutely critical to only use baking soda under medical supervision if you have any kidney concerns. Your doctor can help you figure out the right dosage, and more importantly, whether it's the right choice for your individual situation. When used properly, baking soda water could be a simple but powerful tool to help protect kidney health and maintain better overall balance in the body. But remember, with kidneys, being cautious and working closely with your healthcare provider is the smartest way forward. Number 10, helps manage urinary tract infections. Urinary tract infections, or UTIs, are not just painful, they can disrupt your entire day with constant discomfort, frequent urges to urinate, and that frustrating burning sensation. What many people don't realize is that the acidity of your urine plays a big role in how easily bacteria can thrive and multiply. Most bacteria, including the common culprit E. coli, prefer an acidic environment. Here's where baking soda can offer some natural support. Because it's alkaline, drinking a mild solution of baking soda water can help raise the pH of your urine, making it less acidic, and far less welcoming for infection-causing bacteria. A 2017 study published in the International Urogynecology Journal found that women with acidic urine who supplemented with sodium bicarbonate saw their urine pH rise significantly, along with noticeable improvements in symptoms like urgency, burning, and nighttime trips to the bathroom. It's a fascinating look at how adjusting the body's internal environment can make a real difference. However, it's very important to understand that baking soda is not a replacement for antibiotics if a UTI is severe. Infections that go untreated can spread to the kidneys and become life-threatening. Baking soda may serve as a supportive tool, easing symptoms and helping to prevent minor infections from worsening, but it should never delay proper medical treatment. If you have any signs of a UTI, especially fever or back pain, you should contact a healthcare professional immediately. Used wisely, though, baking soda water can be a simple, natural way to support urinary health and offer some relief when mild irritation starts to appear. Number 11. Boosts exercise performance. If you've ever pushed yourself through a tough workout or sprinted to the finish line, you know the burning sensation that starts creeping into your muscles. That burn is caused by lactic acid buildup, a byproduct of intense exercise when your muscles are working harder than your oxygen supply can keep up. As lactic acid builds, it lowers the pH inside your muscles, making them more acidic, which leads to fatigue and a noticeable drop in performance. Here's where baking soda can become a secret weapon. Because baking soda is alkaline, it acts as a buffer against that acid buildup, helping to stabilize muscle pH and delay the onset of fatigue. A 2019 study published in the International Society of Sports Nutrition showed that athletes who took sodium bicarbonate before high-intensity workouts had significantly better endurance, less muscle soreness, and could perform for longer periods compared to those who didn't. It's no wonder that professional athletes in sprinting, swimming, and combat sports have quietly used this strategy for years to gain an edge. However, timing and dosage are everything. Too much baking soda at once can cause digestive upset, bloating, or stomach cramps, definitely not what you want right before a workout. The recommended guideline is around 0.2 to 0.3 grams of baking soda per kilogram of body weight, usually taken about an hour before exercise. It's always smart to start small and see how your body responds. And, of course, consult your doctor if you have any health conditions or are new to supplementing. When used correctly, baking soda water could be a simple, science-backed way to push through those tough workouts, recover faster, and keep moving toward your fitness goals with greater strength and stamina. Number 12. Freshens breath and improves oral health. Bad breath can be more than just an occasional embarrassment. For many, it's a daily challenge that affects confidence and social interactions. One of the often overlooked causes of bad breath is an overly acidic environment in the mouth. Acidic conditions create the perfect setting for odor-causing bacteria to grow and produce those unpleasant smells. Fortunately, baking soda offers a simple and natural solution. Because it's naturally alkaline, baking soda can help raise the pH level inside your mouth, making it harder for bacteria to thrive. When you drink a mild baking soda water solution or even use it as a mouth rinse, it neutralizes excess acids and helps reduce the production of volatile sulfur compounds, the true culprits behind bad breath. A 2008 study published in the Journal of Clinical Dentistry found that participants who used a baking soda rinse experienced a noticeable increase in oral pH and a significant improvement in breath freshness compared to those who rinsed with plain water. It's a great example of how something as simple as baking soda can support a healthier, cleaner mouth naturally. However, it's important to remember that baking soda is meant to complement, not replace, good dental hygiene practices. Regular brushing, flossing, and professional cleanings are still essential for maintaining strong teeth and healthy gums. Think of baking soda water as an occasional boost for when you need extra freshness or want to balance the mouth's environment after acidic meals or beverages. Used wisely, it's an easy, affordable, and science-backed way to keep your breath fresher and your mouth feeling cleaner throughout the day. How to prepare baking soda water. Preparing baking soda water the right way is simple, but getting the details right is important if you want to experience the benefits safely. Here's exactly how to do it. Start by measuring 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, not more, and add it to about 200 milliliters of water, which is roughly 1 standard glass. Use room temperature or slightly cool water, and stir the mixture thoroughly until the baking soda is completely dissolved. This ensures you're not drinking any gritty particles that could irritate your digestive system. For best results, it's recommended to drink your baking soda water on an empty stomach, either first thing in the morning or at least a couple of hours after a meal. This allows the baking soda to work more effectively without interference from food digestion. However, one very important thing to remember: baking soda water is meant for short-term or occasional use only. It's not something you should incorporate into your daily routine without talking to your healthcare provider first. Overusing baking soda can lead to imbalances in your body's electrolytes, increased sodium levels, and other health concerns. If you're using it for quick relief, whether for digestion, muscle recovery, or mild symptom management, stick to occasional use, and pay attention to how your body responds. Always listen to your body, and when in doubt, consult your doctor to make sure baking soda water is safe for your particular health needs. Used correctly, this simple preparation can unlock a variety of health benefits, helping you feel better, recover faster, and support your body's natural balance in a safe, smart way. Precautions and warnings. While baking soda water can offer some impressive health benefits, it's definitely not for everyone. In fact, there are a few important precautions you need to be aware of before adding this simple remedy to your routine. If you have high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney problems, drinking baking soda water could actually do more harm than good. That's because baking soda is high in sodium, and even a small extra amount can worsen fluid retention, raise blood pressure, or put additional strain on already compromised organs. Also, if you're someone who takes daily medications, especially for chronic conditions like diabetes, heart health, or kidney function, baking soda could interact with your prescriptions and change how they work in your body. That's why the golden rule is this: always check with your doctor before starting baking soda therapy. Even though it's a natural product, it can have powerful effects that need to be handled with care. Think of baking soda water like any other medicine. It can be incredibly helpful when used correctly, but risky if used without proper guidance. If you're healthy, use it occasionally, and follow the proper preparation steps. It can be a simple tool to support better digestion, muscle recovery, and pH balance. But if you're managing a serious health condition or are on regular medication, professional medical advice is absolutely essential before giving it a try. Taking these extra precautions ensures that you can enjoy the potential benefits safely, without putting your health at unnecessary risk. Your health is too important to gamble with, even when it comes to something as simple as baking soda. In conclusion, baking soda water offers real, research-backed benefits when used carefully and correctly, from soothing digestion and supporting kidney function to boosting exercise performance and even easing muscle soreness. It's a simple, natural remedy that's been quietly helping people for generations, and now, you know exactly how to use it safely and effectively. Have you ever tried drinking baking soda water? Or are you thinking about giving it a try? Share your experience, thoughts, or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you and learn together. Remember, natural remedies can be powerful tools when used with wisdom and care. Always listen to your body, consult your doctor when needed, and continue your journey toward better health. Stay healthy, stay wise, and we'll see you in the next video.